Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. My name's Stephanie and today I'm going to be giving you a tour of my nail desk and my nail polish collection. So I actually did this video already, but it's been almost 2 years and naturally my collection has grown since then, but a lot of it has also stayed the same. I'm really excited to show you, and I'm also going to be doing a little behind the scenes of my filming setup and just talking a little bit more about my collection at the end. As always, there will be timestamps in the description for everything, but without further ado, let me show you my nail space. So here is my nail desk space. I'm sorry it's a little dark. It was just really cloudy and overcast the day that I recorded. I have this neon light on the corner over there that I usually keep on, but it just was really throwing off the colors. But anyway, this is my desk area. I just have my desk in the middle and then 4 IKEA Helmers for my nail polish storage, which we will get to. My chair is from Wayfair and it's cute because it's pink, but it's not super comfortable, so I ended up needing a cushion to sit on, and then I also have a foot cushion and a blanket for extra coziness. And yeah, as far as my desk goes, it's a traditional artist kind of drafting table, so it's sort of adjustable and has this like storage compartments on the sides, but I've pretty much converted it to fit all of my nail stuff. So I have things like dotting tools and nail art brushes on the sides, and then in this little pull-out drawer are more of like the charms and stuff that I don't use as often, and just extra notebooks and napkins, which I will show you what that's for later. The only other storage my desk has are these 3 drawers on the side here. So the top one is pretty much all of my rings, then the middle one has more of my mani tools like cuticle clippers, extra cuticle oils, cotton balls and whatnot, and then the bottom drawer is more of my like office supply junk drawer, so not super cute. But yeah, that is pretty much my desk space. I try to keep it organized and relatively clean. So on top of the 2 Helmers to the left of my desk, I mainly have my acrylic holder that has the polishes that I'm working on for videos or any kind of recent nail mail. Then behind that, I have this box that basically is just to prop up the lamp and vase that I have behind there. I just don't like when everything is the same level, so I prefer having the difference in height. And my lamp has these really cool compartments that I pretty much store my favorite cuticle oils in, like Cuticle Buddy. Finally, getting into my collection, I actually can't show you this top drawer because it's extra PR that I just can't share yet, but the next drawer is my first spring/summer kind of drawer. I organize my polishes and drawers by season, as you'll see, and this one just mainly has a lot of these square bottles like Arosa, Cracked Polish, and Dimension Nails. This next one is another spring/summer drawer, but it's mainly my round indie bottles, and there's a lot of Noodles nail polishes, KB Shimmer, and some other indie brands in here as well. Most of my older polishes are in this drawer, and then this next one is my spring/summer drawer for my mainstream brands like OPI, China Glaze, Sinful Colors. I have a couple of Orleys in here, some Essie shades, and then Nailtopia, and some few OPI Barbie shades all the way in the back. This one is fully packed. Finally, I have a fall drawer in this first Helmer, and this one is mainly mainstream brands as well. So I have some China Glaze, OPI, LA Colors, Orly, Zoya, a couple of Essies, Static Nails, and NCLA polishes. But yeah, it's pretty empty because I did also have indie polishes in here, but I did move them. And finally, the last drawer is, of course, winter polishes, and these again are mainly mainstream brands. So I have Zoya, Essie, and mainly OPI. I used to have a lot more of the OPI polishes in here from their previous couple of winter collections, but I've gotten rid of a lot of them just because I don't end up wearing them super often. And I also have color department all the way on the left just because they fit nicely. But that's pretty much my first Helmer. So moving on to the second Helmer, the top drawer mainly has like essentials. I have my headphones, some empty swatch wheels, and this one mainly has extra cuticle buddies and cuticle oils, as well as my completed seasonal swatch wheels in the back there. But yeah, this one is mainly for my headphones. Then the second drawer is my toppers drawer. So I have a ton of different brands here. The front round bottles are mainly Noodles nail polish glitter toppers from years ago. The white caps in the middle are pretty much all Cirque. The black caps to the right behind that are ILNP and Holo. Then to the left, I have some Mooncat toppers and just other toppers in general that are like gold. And then all the way in the back, I have just one-off brands that are other kind of glitters or shimmer toppers that I don't use as often. And generally, I'm not much of a topper person, but I do have a whole drawer dedicated to them. So moving on, this first drawer is mainly a spring drawer, but I do have some summer collections from Olive Ave in here. I just wanted to keep them all together. So I have summer and spring from Olive Ave, but then spring collections from ILNP and Holo towards the back. And then I also have these extra alchemy lacquers and Schlee polishes just to fill in that gap because it drives me crazy. Then the next drawer is my dedicated like summer drawer, but mainly for ILNP and Holo just because I have more of those like full collections. So that's pretty much how I organize them. The oldest collections are towards the front and the newer ones go to the back, except for the extreme back. That's where I have Holo Taco's OG linear holos because I don't really wear those that often. But yeah, definitely a lot of room to grow here. I would love to add more ILNP to my collection. Then this drawer is my fall drawer that is mainly ILNP and Holo Taco. I have a couple of full collections from ILNP, both fall and Halloween towards the front, and then Holo Taco is towards the back, and again, plenty of room to grow here. And no surprise, my final drawer is my winter drawer that is dedicated to ILNP and Holo Taco. I keep a lot of my ILNP towards the front just because I really love that brand and I'm generally reaching towards them more often. Then that gap where there's two polishes missing are because I'm missing Party Punch and Midnight Spark from Holo Taco, and then all the way in the back are the one coat chromes because I am just not going to be reaching for those. But yeah, this one is pretty full already. Then on the other side of my desk, I usually keep my mug warmer, which is just so handy because I drink my matcha or coffee just really slowly. So I love that. I also keep my most dainty and favorite rings here in that little pineapple. Then behind that, I have boxes that hold nail art stickers. On top of that is a phone charger. And on top of the other Helmer, just pretty much decorative things like my apothos, a candle, and a little painting. So the first drawer in this Helmer is pretty much the same as last time I did this tour. It is all of my base and top coats. I have them in like these little clear acrylic holders. I'm not sure how well you can see them, but I also have my little acetone tub towards the front. And next to that, I have a lot of my favorite sheer polishes. I have a couple from Dimension Nails, from Zoya, Olive Ave, but I would say some of my favorites and go-tos are the ones from Cirque. Like my top favorites are Chiffon. A new recent fave is Odette. I do also have Georgette here, which is new to my collection, and I'm kind of testing her out. I also have linen for the sheer white option, and then Kismet, which is another absolute staple for me. So moving on, this first drawer is my spring summer drawer that has all Cirque colors. And this is another one of those drawers that I've tried to organize in like rainbow order. I just find it to be so satisfying, but sometimes it can be confusing when I'm trying to reach for a specific blue or purple or pink because they just have so many of them. But it's just so satisfying to open this drawer and see the rainbow lineup. But as you saw, these go all the way to the back, so I'm quickly running out of space. Then this next drawer is my spring summer Mooncat drawer, and this one is organized by collection. So I have the older collections in the front, and then every new collection I just add behind that. I do have a couple of the Live Love polish bottles on the side there that I keep upside down just to see the names. So even though this drawer might not be super pretty to look at because it's not in rainbow order, it's definitely easier for me to just find the polishes I'm looking for because I just generally remember what collection they're a part of. But yeah, I am quickly running out of room here too. Then underneath that is another Mooncat drawer, but this one is for the fall and winter kind of polishes, or at least the ones that I would wear in the fall and winter. But you might see some brighter pops of color from the Pretty Prehistoric, which came out in the summer, as well as the Underworld collection, where half of those are kind of lighter shades, but I don't know, they just feel like they fit here more. I'm also going to be adding Seasons of Persephone, which is barely going to fit in the back. Moving on, I have another fall drawer, but this is dedicated to like other indie brands, so it's mainly Cirque polishes in the front in the white caps. The black caps in the middle are all Olive Ave collections, and then the white caps behind those are some painted polishes, and behind those are just kind of like other one-off indie brands, and the polishes to the side are all of my nail polys. They're just so cute, but unfortunately hidden in my Helmers. And probably to no one's surprise, this last drawer is for my winter polishes, and it's mainly for Cirque and a few other indies, but I keep a lot of my Cirque polishes here that are mainly multi-chromes, magnetics, a couple of limited edition ones, and just other general winter releases. The black caps behind that again are Olive Ave collections, and then behind that I have a couple of painted polish and loud lacquer shades, and all the way in the back are like some Deborah Lippmann, some picture polish, Butter London, just other like one-off indie brands. And finally, for my fourth Helmer, this top drawer is kind of the most unorganized one, I guess. There's just kind of extras in here, whether they're replacement brushes, sponges, remover. I have a bottle of a nail prep solution from Dazzle Dry and a couple of bottles of nail polish thinner. I mainly was using the Beauty Secrets one before, but that one has heptane, so I wouldn't use that for glitters. The OPI one is heptane free, but I don't think I would repurchase it just because it's kind of hard to squeeze this bottle, so I might get the KB Shimmer one instead. So since this is my newest Helmer, these next two drawers are actually empty, which is exciting because I have room. But the drawer after that is my spring summer drawer for a lot of like miscellaneous indie brands. I have a color department in the front, a couple of cupcake polish glitters, static nails, painted polish, some London Town lacquer. Then I have the rest of my nail polis here, and then a couple of other indie brands like Emily Demily and Starly all the way in the back. Then this next drawer is my fall drawer for like my other indie brands. So the square bottles in the front are Dimension Nails, Cracked Polish, and Night Owl Lacquer. The round bottles are mainly KB Shimmer, Noodles Nail Polish, and some polishes from PPU. Then I also have my potion polishes here. Even though that was a summer collection, I feel like, I don't know, it just fits really well with these, and some more Starly in the back. And last but certainly not least, my final winter drawer has just mainly other indie brands. So I have CX polishes in the front, Kathleen & Co. are the square bottles next, then the round bottles are mainly my KB Shimmer reflective polishes, the silver caps are A. England, and then behind that I have a couple of other indies like What's Up Nails and more Emily Demily, and just some other one-off brands. So that is my nail polish collection. As far as my filming setup goes, it's pretty straightforward and basic, I would say. I have this pink ring light phone holder that Ryan got for me for Christmas this past year. It's adjustable, but I feel like still feels really sturdy, so I really like it so far. And I do have the secondary light too. It can also change between the different temperature settings, but I don't love this light. I feel like a lot of people do recommend it, but it's just not that great on its own. And while I'm swatching, I have my little tub of acetone and this napkin that you probably saw before. This is actually what I use to clean off my swatches immediately after I finish filming them, and then I clean up any residue with the acetone. And here's the close-up of the clip where I put my phone when I'm recording. I film right on my iPhone 11 Pro. I don't have a new fancy phone or anything, and I'm sure you can tell it's not the best quality on YouTube, but you know, I do the best with what I have, and I don't have fancy studio lights, so I feel like this is a pretty good representation of what your polishes will look like. So that's my filming setup. So that wraps up my nail desk and polish collection tour. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it, especially on how I organize everything by season. As you know, that's just how I wear my polish, and so it just makes sense for me. But I do know a lot of the drawers now are just kind of hectic, with some of them being arranged by like rainbow order, then others being arranged by brand. So make sure to let me know how you organize your polishes down below. It really is so crazy to think that I have 4 Helmers now when I only had 2 just a couple of years ago. As grateful as I am to receive PR and to be able to do these like swatch videos for you and also show comparisons, I'm really starting to get overwhelmed with how much I have, because I feel like I just can't expand anymore beyond the 4 Helmers. I pretty much feel obligated to keep everything for the sake of comparisons, but that's not really going to be sustainable forever, so I really should go through and destash a lot of things that I'm just not going to wear. I might even do a video on that, so let me know if that's something that you would want to see. I also hope you don't mind that I kind of just glossed over a lot of what was inside the drawers, just because I have so many polishes. It would just take forever to go through everything. But as a reminder, I have a ton of videos on my channel that are either swatch and reviews or my series on my favorite colors and my favorite finishes, where I share a lot of my older kind of like indie polishes. And I also share a lot of my favorite essential products in my nail care routine video. But if you do have any other questions about my collection or products I love, just leave them in a comment down below. And make sure to like this video if you liked seeing my space, because I absolutely love it. It is just my happy space. Of course, there are things I wish I could change or like improve on, but generally I am really happy with it. But I would love to hear any and all thoughts that you have down below so we can chat about it. But thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.